So now we're going to move on to styling the client's hair. So what we want to do is we want to dry it first. We're going to dry it, his hair grows straight forward. So we're going to dry it straight forward in the direction that it grows. Then we're going to dry it to the side, and then we're going to dry it back. And when we dry it back, I want to direct the heat right to the roots. So what that's going to do is that's going to lock it into place so it goes back. The reason why we're going to dry it completely, we're using a stronghold water-based pomade today. And what that does is, being water-based, if you are water-based and water-soluble, is that if there's too much dampness or moisture in the hair, it's going to take away from the hold. But we want to have it shiny. So the pomade will give it shine even if the hair is dry. So we want to make sure that the hair is completely dry to get the most out of the product. So we're going to start drying it. I like to use one of these nozzles so I can really direct the heat, and a strong hair dryer. We just finished drying the hair, and as you can see, just with our fingers and pulling the hair back, when you dry the hair correctly, as thick and straight as his hair is with a forward growth pattern, you can still see how it just kind of stays back on its own, which is pretty amazing for hair like this. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and put that thick water-soluble pomade in. We're going to use an ample amount, and we're going to rub it all the way through, right down to the roots. But first, you want to really rub it in your hands good and emulsify it good in your hands, so it doesn't go in clumpy at all. So I start out on the top, and then after that, what I do is I work it right down into the roots. I want to get it all the way through. And then when you're working with a heavy pomade, what I find, a heavy pomade and thick hair, which works best to comb it through, is a really wide, heavy-duty comb. It gives it the same illusion as you just finger combed your hair. So we're going to go to the side, and then back a little bit, up a little bit in the front and back. And push it forward. And then what you'll notice is when you're doing that, if you see anything, Just going to do one final touch, a little fine tuning right here. We see a few little loose hairs on this side. Just going to use the tip of the scissor for that. Okay. So that did the trick, and now we're just going to spin them around here so you can see the nice taper. So they were gradually shorter to longer. In front, as I said before, we have a visual blend, but not a technical blend. And then starting from behind the ear, now we're technically blended. Got the nice taper at the bottom. Everything fits in. And then on the opposite side, on the part side, the client doesn't like his hair shaved all the way up to the part, so we have it more straight up and down. So again, very important, we want to make sure that when we style it, this type of hair, we dried it all straight forward, we dried it to the side, then we dried it back, then we used that heavy water-soluble pomade, we rubbed it in our hands good, got it through the hair right down to the roots, and used a wide tooth comb to comb it through properly. And then you have the look that's going to last for the whole day once that pomade hardens up.